This is a really common question, which makes me sad to hear, but here are some reasons why you might not be able to fall in love. Your notion of love is over-idealized. Many people spend their lives waiting for a film fantasy like all-consuming love to grab them. This means that they might overlook people around them who could make a good long-term partner and relationship that could lead to fulfilling and lasting love. Real love is a calm connection of trust between two people, where you are appreciated and supported for being fully yourself, and that means all sides of yourself. You have low self-esteem. Low self-esteem or self-worth means you feel like you're not as good as other people, or that you are unlovable and that there's something wrong with you that can't be fixed. While it's normal to struggle with self-esteem now and then, if you have very low self-worth, this can result in attracting a partner who may take advantage of you or result in you hiding or retreating from love. You have a fear of intimacy. Love cannot develop unless we trust others enough to show them our weak side and our worries. So, fear of intimacy is the fear of being fully seen for all that you are, of being vulnerable, and as being seen as imperfect. You have a fear of abandonment. If at some point as a child you were let down or neglected by the adults around you, even if as an adult you can rationalize what happened to you, for example, a family death or a divorce that was for the best, it can affect your capacity to trust others. You are codependent. Codependency involves confusing pleasing others with love, and often stems from a childhood where you were only given attention if you were a good child, or were forced to take care of others instead of being taken care of yourself. You have experienced childhood abuse. Abuse of any kind, sexual abuse, physical abuse, and emotional abuse, can leave you an adult who is weary of letting others close. Left unresolved, childhood abuse can also lead to choosing partners who are abusive, neglectful, or unavailable, replicating the pattern you learned as a child. Addictive behaviors. Even if something positive, like work or exercise or eating, has become an addiction for you, it can not only mean there is no room in your life for love, but that you have deeper issues around relationships that you are using your addictive behaviors to hide from. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is a case of endlessly seeking for the perfect partner but not being able to find them. And this is more than having high standards and self-respect. Perfectionism leads to such an unrealistic view of love that you might end up alone. Personality disorders. Some people feel completely confused by why they can't have a good relationship, or not understand why it seems so easy for others when they try so hard but fail. It might be that you have a personality disorder or traits of one. Because you think and feel differently from others, it can make it hard for others to understand you and be in a relationship with you, or can sometimes mean, like in the case of avoidant personality disorder, that you don't even feel an attraction to others in the first place. Borderline personality disorder, BPD, is known for making healthy relationships a challenge, because sufferers deeply want to be loved, but are so emotionally sensitive and afraid of abandonment that trying to fall in love is overwhelming and leads to overreacting, sabotage, and even depression. So what should you do? First of all, don't panic. You are far from alone with your issues. Sadly, we live in a society in which many adults struggle with these kinds of issues. Often children don't receive the protection and care they need growing up that allows them to be loved. All of the issues I've talked about are ones that counselors and psychotherapists help others to deal with all the time. The good news is that you can learn to overcome, or at the very least manage, your issues that block you from receiving and giving love. All forms of counseling and psychotherapy help you with relating to others, as they give you a clearer idea of who you are, why you feel the way that you do, and what you want from life and from relationships.